pages in one day? Yes. And the name of that story was War and Peace. That book's name, by Leo Tolstoy. Even I had not read that book. And this boy was in the second standard. Which standard? Second. And he said, I finished. Then I asked him, tell me what the story is, because I have not read the book, isn't it? And he said, that's what he did. So I knew he had not read the book. Then I thought, what should I do to make him read the book? So, one corner, all the children like you were there. And I told, once upon a time, once upon a time, there was what was that? Tiger or? Very good. Because he had so this lion, he was eating anything to eat. He was also very angry. So he went. He went into the forest, lot of trees, and he walked and he walked and he walked into the woods. Tang! The bell rang. And children, you want to know what happened, no? Yes or no? So all the children said, tell us what happened. Tell us what happened. So there was a book called The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It was a book by a person called C.S. Lewis. So I said, if you read that book from page 13, today is what date? 13th or 14th? 14. Very good. So if you read from page 14, you will get the rest of the story. So everyone rushed for that book. Now I was also very lucky because I had big film stars, people studying in the school, and I was their class teacher. So one of them was, his name was Girish Karnad. So Girish Karnad and Arundhati Roy, Arundhati Raja and Arundhati Nag, all their children, I was their class teacher. So Girish Karnad was listening and he said, what a wonderful idea. So the cousin, his cousin called Lata, she came and she said, Madam, lovely idea, madam. Why don't we have a workshop in the city? I said, what shall we call this workshop? She said, we'll call it reading workshop. No. We will call book reads workshop. No. We will call it creative writing. Then I asked her, there is nothing for creative writing. There's nothing. Why don't we call it storytelling? She said, yes. So in 1996, first workshop in the city. Those days, no announcement, no Instagram, no social media, nothing. So, pamphlets, and she wrote to everyone, and she said, everyone come for this workshop. So 1 week workshop. First day, epics. Second day, legends. Third day, fairy tales. Fourth day, what else is there? Storytelling, so many genres are there, no? Epics, you know Ramayana, Mahabharata? You know? Very good. So I said, let's have epics. Last day, what should we have? Now, children will be very restless. They'll be moving like this, like this. So, we will have short one. What is a short story called? Anyone knows? A short story with a moral. What is it called? Huh? Yeah, very good. That is one of the stories. But all these small stories, there's one big chapter which is called fables. What is it called? Fables. Very good. And this man who wrote, his name was Aesop. So Aesop's fables. So I said last day we will have fables so that children can listen to story. And you know what? There was a man in our school. He was a gardener. What was he? Gardener. What does gardener do? Gardening. What is gardening? Have you done gardening? Have you touched the soil? Yeah. Do you plant seeds? Yes, ma'am. Very good. What does the seed become? Plant. Very good. Plant becomes? Tree. Very good. That is only gardening. Okay. So, this gardener used to look after 100 acres. So, he said, Madam, Nanu Bartini, I will come for your workshop. I said, what will you do? I will make, after your story, I will make one pot. I will teach children how to make a pot. For your second story, I will teach them how to make something out of wood. One monkey going up and down. Because I had a story of a what? Monkey. So for that Hanuman, he said, I will make one Hanuman. Then I told, come, you also be part of the first workshop. So every day he made something. Children were very happy because they are listening to a story. They are also making something with their hands. Then one day he taught paper folding. You know what paper folding is? What is it called? Huh? What is paper folding called? Anyone knows? Origami. Very good. So one day he said, I will do origami. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So the last day, children were all getting little restless. I said, okay, now, what is the story I was telling in the school? Tell me. Once upon a time, there was a, and how was the lion? Very, and so he was very good. You are fantastic children. You are all listening. Give yourselves a big hand. I think more than your parents, you are listening. Okay, so, is it boring? No. So you can also clap, no? Very good. So, the lion went into the, because he was very, and he was also very, but he was so angry that he went to sleep. So when he went to sleep, so he was sleeping. You know when a lion snores, how it will be, no? Like that. So he was snoring. That time, one little one like you. What's your name? Huh? Say loudly. Vineet. Very good. Someone like Vineet. One kutti. What? Rat. Rat or mouse? Rat. Okay. One kutti rat. He came. He didn't know lion was sleeping. So what he did? Yes, but not chumma jumped. You all like to play, no? All of you like to play? Very good. So this little kutti mouse, this kutti rat, said, Ayya,
I will play hide and seek. And he said, Ayya! Ayya! I'm inside. I'm outside. Find me. Ayya!
But it was tickling the lion who was. So what do you think happened? Yes. So the lion and caught hold of the mouse. Okay, let's call it mouse. So he caught hold of the mouse. The mouse.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Please don't eat me now, please. I promise, I will help you one day. Please let me go home. Mummy will be waiting for me.
Do your mummies wait for you? Yeah? Very good. So, now this lion, he saw the eyes of the mouse and said, okay, go. The mouse with the long tail, run home. So mummy mouse, she was wearing cap, glasses, and she said, why you're panting and puffing like this? What happened, Putta? Bangar Putta. What happened?
Mummy, today I would have been somebody's lunch, Mummy.
What? So, this little mouse said, what was he saying? Promise to help. So mummy was listening. Hey, you must keep up your. Do you keep up your promise? When you tell your mummy, I will not eat, do you keep it up? Or you tell, no. So, you must always listen to your. Yes. So, mummy said, you should keep up your. Very good.
Okay, Mummy.
And he ran to play. Then, after some days, help! Help! Who? Lion. And lion is caught in the. Very good. And he doesn't like this net. And he was very angry. Help! Help! How do you shout for help in Telugu? Huh? Can you shout? Shout like the lion. Loudly. Say loudly. Kapadandi. Very good. What's your name? Nivedita. Louder. Louder. Ah, very good. Super. Give Nivedita a big hand. So now, that mouse also understood Telugu. When the lion shouted, Kapadandi! That is my friend. And remembered his mother. What mother said?
Keep your promise.
Very good. Keep up your. Yes. So now, he came to the lion. Now lion, I don't like this. Help me out.
Mouse. I can't think, yeah. Because you're shouting too much.
Do your parents sometimes shout a lot? Ah, somebody is nodding there. What's your name? What's your name? Harsha. Does your mummy shout? Ah, okay, very good. So sometimes mummy also shout now. What is it? Get out of here. What is it? Go. School buses come. Pop, pop, pop. Go. Eat fast your breakfast. What? You're still brushing your teeth. Get up, get up, get up. Mummy or daddy? Mummy. Very good. So, all mummies are in trouble now. So, sometimes, when you look at your mummy shouting like this, you'll think one big witch has come, no? Yeah. So, this mouse also, when this lion was, get me out, he thought one big Rakshasa was there. And that Rakshasa had a big lion face and teeth. So the mouse got scared. And the mouse said, hey, I can't think, yeah. Don't shout, don't shout. The lion said, no shouting. Silence, please. Now the lion had to listen to the mouse. So the lion kept. Now the mouse told the lion, go back. And the lion went. Idea. And the mouse said, shh, quiet. He bit the, and they became a big, and the lion caught the mouse. Now the mouse said,
You told me you won't eat me. I helped you, no?
The lion said, thank you. Very good. Who said that? What's your name? Huh? Jagriti. Give Jagriti a big hand. So the lion said, thank you.
Can I play hide and seek every day with you?
What do you think the lion said? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ah, very good. So, every day after that, the lion and the mouse became lovely. Okay, thank you. So I was telling this story on the last day of the workshop. All the children were happy. Were you happy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Very good. Louder.
Yes.
So those children were also very happy. So all the parents, like how your parents are sitting now, no? They were all standing outside to pick up the children. So they all picked up their children and they said, thank you, madam, and bye-bye. My first workshop was over. I was very happy. Very happy. Then I went back to my school because I'm in the, what am I in the school? Librarian. So I went back to my work. But it was holiday time. And what happened? One person like Ritesh ji. Who is Ritesh ji? Director. Very good. Are you sure? Okay. So, like Ritesh ji, one director of 5 schools from a place called Madurai. Where is Madurai? Older children? Where is Madurai? Tamil Nadu. So from Madurai, one principal came And she wanted to buy Montessori materials from Bangalore. All this is happening in Bangalore. That is where I'm coming now from. Correct? So from Bangalore. So Bangalore, she came to buy. She saw in the newspaper. Have you heard of the newspaper called Times of India? Yes? Okay. So Times of India, one column was there in Times of India which said "Eow" sounds coming from a room. Who is this? Can you guess? It is a storyteller in action. If you want to contact her, her name is Geeta Ramanujam and her number is 6689856. Those days only landline, no cell phones. Then this lady, she read that column and she said, what a beautiful creative idea. So she called up my number. When I picked up the phone, she said, I have 5 schools and I have 300 teachers and I'm inviting you to come and train my teachers in the art of storytelling. I said, I have not trained in my life. I haven't even thought of storytelling as a career. She said, when you can tell a story to children, you can definitely train. I will send you a template. And do you think I accepted or not? Yes or no? Yes. I said, I am delighted. In those days, there was no online ticket. So she sent 2 tickets with England letter, with an invitation letter, and it came to my address. I went back to my school and I told my director at that time, like Ritesh ji, a wonderful person, and I said, sir, I have got this invitation. He said, go and do your training and come back. And I said, thank you, sir, so much. So I went. Where to find the story now? Can I tell teachers Lion and the Mouse story? Children are happy, but will the older people be happy? No. So what should I tell story? How to integrate subjects with stories? I was thinking. That time one lady came and she said, I am going to one place, to a mountain. The mountain's name is Thiruvannamalai. And there is one ashram there called Ramana Ashram. So, madam, why don't you come? She had a nursery school. She said, I have one extra ticket. Do you want to come? I said, okay, I'll come. Anyway, what I'm going to do, holiday. So I went with her. There one person who was a yogi, he told me, go round the mountain and you go alone. It will take 4 hours. This mountain is a beautiful mountain and you will find what you're looking for. I went around that mountain and in the middle I sat down. I saw this beautiful, the mountain huge, towering between heaven and earth. So huge. And this mountain had a shoulder. And I saw this mountain, Brahmand. And I looked at the mountain, I felt I was, because the mountain was so big. And when I looked, it was as if this mountain was saying, shh, keep. So I sat down and there I saw bird, very good. And I couldn't see what bird it was because I thought I saw the shadow. And that bird came and on the shoulder, and it was doing. And I thought this bird was telling something to the mountain. And I thought the mountain was listening. Oh, Ona. And I found the whole story. And that story just came to me. I ran around that mountain. And next week I went to Madurai. And I told the teachers, once upon a time, in the beginning, there was nothing.
And one tiny atom, you know what's an atom? And that atom did.
And that's how I started the story anyway. So I had silence, and there were teachers from class 1 to class 10, and they integrated nothing less than 25 concepts in education after I told this story. And so I had found my calling, and I returned. Mixed feelings, because I loved my job as a librarian. But I also loved what I was just giving, sharing, and telling a story. So I came back, and 2 other teachers joined me, and they said, we will be with you. So I went to my director and said, can I resign? I didn't have any money, and that was the first time. The director said, I will keep your post open for 1 year. If you're not successful as a storyteller, you can come back and you can join me again as a librarian. So I thanked him a lot, and I have never looked back after that. And things just started to build up, and I went to almost 48 countries. I almost traveled to all the corners of India. So for the past 28 to 30 years, I have been only doing storytelling. Mainly, I started an academy for storytelling for grown-ups, not really for children, because children are very happy to listen to a story. It's the older people who always think, my child should be a doctor. My child should be an engineer. My child should do IIT. My child should do this and that and that. For your information, my husband is a doctorate in power systems. He did IIT Chennai. He did his engineering in Guindy. He did his master's from Vancouver. He's a brilliant person. He's written books. He earns a lot of money. Today, money matters, isn't it? He earns a lot of money. And I remember he looked at me and he said, you're a librarian and you've now started storytelling. You will be earning peanuts, he said. I said, I'm not bothered about the earning, but I'm worried about this passion. How it should not go waste, isn't it? People should understand, conversations should happen. There should be bridging of gaps in homes, in schools, because all communication was breaking down. So I said, no, I have to tell stories. Then he said, okay, do whatever you want. Today I'm earning 3 times more than him. So now he asks me, aren't you traveling? So you see, it is not about only being good in science and math and other things. I think what as parents you should do is to also listen to your child, the child within that child, to that child who is having other potential. It's not only the potential of you, what you want from your child, but find out what the child wants. So I sometimes tell parents, I know it's not easy to be a parent at all. In fact, when I was a parent, it was much better because we didn't have so many this is the only instrument that brings down the ego of a person. You'll see everyone like this. You see in buses, you see in roads, everywhere. The only instrument that can make a person bend down his head is this. Yeah? So, this has become so addictive. And we are addicted to this and to the children. What do the children do? They will see the father, they'll see the mother. What will the child do? Right? You can't ask the children, go study, go read a book, when you're all the time on your phones. Because children, I said, they are parrots, they imitate you. Correct? So, I'm not saying you can do away with it, but have a time for it. When you are, spend quality time, even 15 minutes every day with your children. 15 minutes, not instructions. Look at your voice, look at your tone, because you're stressed. So what do parents do? What do parents tell you? Switch off the TV now. Don't watch that. Go do your homework. Keep your timetable. Correct? Yes. So, is there anything else that you tell your child? So, if the child is running away because they know your voice and your tone, is there somewhere that you can call them closer to you? And that the best thing to do is to just tell an anecdote. Tell them your story. Tell them your personal story. That's more than enough. And don't tell them a lie. Don't make yourselves this absolutely perfect person. That's not right. Tell them your mistakes. Tell them without judgments. Call them near. Make them sit near you. That's why in olden days it was called Upanishad. Upanishad means sitting close. So they can feel you. Even today, my daughter is 46 years old. But she still likes to sit near me and she still likes to hear my childhood story. So, children love to hear your stories. Tell them your story, it's more than enough. After some time, you can just read a book out to them, loud. 1 page a day is also enough. They will love it. So you don't have to have this art of storytelling, but you can begin with a very humble, simple way of sharing your feelings with your children. Because, there is a beautiful movie called Mary Poppins. And in that, they say, he tells something beautiful. He says, childhood is like sand that slips through a sieve. A sieve is the jalade that we say. How you pound the rice, right? So that it will just slip through. And before you know, they have taken wings and they've flown away. After they grow up, they're not going to listen to you. So when you have the time, the present, invest yourselves. Investing yourself is very important. Like, our times was different. My husband, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. My father-in-law, there were 14 children. Mother-in-law, 11 children. You can imagine one battalion. The first child, the father didn't know which child was going to which class also. If he remembered their names, it was a big thing. Those were the days. But they all got through somehow. Yeah? So that era has passed. And today we are in a different era. So when I became a storyteller, the first Infosys conference happened. And where we have the office in Bannerghatta Road in Bangalore, Infosys put their first office. So I wanted to just do a reference. I went to Sudha Murthy had her office there. And I first went to Sudha Murthy. And I told, we are starting something called Kathalaya Trust. And this is for storytelling. She asked me, what is storytelling? I said, telling a story. That's all, she said. I said, Then why you want money for that? I said, because if I have to tell stories in schools, I have to travel, isn't it? I have to make it as part of the subject. Oh, like that. So, you know what we have on policy, she said. I said, what? We help only poorest of the poor. I will give you books for government schools. You do that, no? I said, okay. Thank you, madam. And I came away. After 10 days, there was a conference in Infosys. And they called me again. And they said, you can, as an NGO, you can present your case. So everyone was around Narayan Murthy. And all of them were giving cards. I had printed my first card. And I'm storyteller, correct? So I put storyteller. So everyone was crowding around Narayan Murthy. I was standing in the corner because I was also very shy. I was not sure whether I have chosen the right career, isn't it? So I was standing in the corner. After 1.5 hours, I was about to leave. He looked at me and he said, come here. You have been waiting for a long time? I said, yes. What do you do? He asked. I said, I'm just a storyteller. He said, don't say you're just a storyteller. Say, I am a storyteller. Loudly. Yeah? So, I still thank him for what I am today. Because it is that confidence that we need to have. Sometimes as parents, we wonder whether we are doing a right job or not, isn't it? And most of the women, they always carry one guilt. Because you are at work. And then somebody will tell you, you should have been at home. You should have taken him to the doctor. If only you had been a good mother, your son won't be doing this. Correct? We are always infused with a lot of guilt for what we have done and what we are not going to do also. So I want women especially to feel that don't have this guilt. Whatever you're doing is right. So you have to tell yourselves, because we have to instill confidence in ourselves. Only then your children, you will be able to make them confident. So you have to tell yourselves, you can do it even now, both men and women, all of you. Raise your right hand. Wonderful. Tap your shoulder. Say, I am capable. Children also, I am capable. I can. I can. I am capable. Do this mantra. Daily 10 times, anything happens to you, just I am. And you must see how it is magical, which is what I did whenever, because I traveled alone to 48 countries. So every time there was any fear, any time my confidence was shaken up, I would say, I am wonderful. So never underestimate yourselves as parents. Never underestimate yourselves for anything that you're doing. Whatever you're doing, when you do it with sincerity, do it a little bit without expectations. And one small request I have. I'm just giving one example, okay? So how do parents wake up the children in the morning? So children are sleeping, isn't it? Maybe they have read a book, Harry Potter, or some witch story, something. They are sleeping, they are in their own dreamland. You think they'll have dreams like you? How much money to make, which building to build? They are in their own dreamland. They will be dreaming of lollipops. Correct? What do you dream? Chocolates, flying in the rainbows. Don't you dream all that? No. What do you dream? Chocolates? Trees full of chocolates? Yes or no? Different flavored ice creams, you don't dream? No. What do you dream? What comes in your dream? Your mummy and daddy? What comes in your dreams? Speak. Tell me what is your last night dream. Anyone who can share? Yes. Wonderful. Loudly. Very good. What's your name?
Mishika.
Mishika. Very good. Give Mishika. She's come to the stage.
Very long chocolates full.
Huh?
And full chocolates from Teddy.
Speak. What was your dream?
And Teddy full chocolates are there.
Full of chocolates. Where?
On Teddy.
On Teddy.
On Teddy.
On the tree. How many trees?
2.
Oh, full of chocolates.
Yeah.
Hanging.
Yeah.
Huh? Like flowers. Do you eat them or not?
No.
Oh, yeah. That is what you dreamt? Hey, give her a big hand. Thank you. See, this is what I was saying. So for them it will be even 2 trees with chocolates is fine, right? So for them it's it's 70 for them. So okay, anyway they are sleeping. So she's dreaming of chocolates. Who's Mishika's mom here? Sorry. Great. What's your name, ma'am? Preeti. Very good. So Preeti, do you wake her up in the morning? Very good. So I'm just taking your example. It's not that you're going to do this, but I'm just, okay. So Preeti comes to Mishika. Mishika is dreaming of chocolates. And what does Mishika hear? Get up! Up, fast! What do you tell in Telugu? Evandi. Okay. Can you tell louder? So, that is how your mother shouts, right? So then now Mishika will get up. Go brush your teeth. Fast! Breakfast getting cold. Come and have breakfast. Fast! Go take a bath. Bus will come anytime. What time does your school start? 8:30. Okay. Bus will come anytime. Okay. After bath, tucking shirt, taking bag, correct. So while taking bag, what are you doing when taking bag? What's your name? Huh? Yeah, very good. So Sai is putting his bag and he's now only keeping timetable. So what does mummy tell? What? Now you are keeping timetable? Sharpening pencil. Very good. Now buses, pop. Buses come or not? Taking? Putting the books, pencil, everything. And hair not? Comb. Shoelace not? But run. So now Sai runs down to the bus and Mishika and all the children, right? Then you get into the bus. Sometimes you talk. Then you reach the which school? Kiran International School. And who is waiting to welcome you? Teachers. All teachers waiting in a line, correct? And you come down from the bus. And one teacher, she says, wait. Sai, wait. In front of all the teachers. This boy, every day, his hair is like this. Shoelace not tied. What do parents do at home? Correct, no? What do these parents do? Can't they tie one shoelace? Can't they comb hair for the child and send? What is Sai's reaction? At home, what was Sai's reaction when mummy was shouting? Because there one Rakshasi has already come out. Now this is the second Rakshasi. So he can't do anything but look. Don't stare. Now we have human rights and child rights. So the teacher wants to, but she can't do it. So she's angry. Don't stare at me. Go and sit in your place. These parents. Now Sai goes and sits in his class. Who is your best friend? Huh? Okay. Sri Atvik. So Sri Atvik is telling Sai, today no, my mummy no. Sai said, correct. My mummy also same. Correct? So, this is the drama that goes on every day. So, parents are saying, how do we deal? These teachers are responsible and paying so much money, sending them to school. What is the teacher doing in school? Can't they take care of the children? Teacher is saying, these parents, what they think? School is daycare or what? Correct, no? So between parents and children, the teachers, who is taking advantage? Like the mouse. Ayya. So mother's BP is going up, early age diabetes, parents' blood pressure, teachers' blood pressure going up. Children, so there is this communication gap that is happening. And that's also because we as adults have also become very predictable. We don't know any other language. Only this. Teach us. So nobody is listening to children. So I think it's very important, as I said, 10 to 15 minutes every day, both in schools and in homes, that you give one quality time, and I tell it's a nothing time. Call it art of nothing. Why should whole day be filled with only doing, expecting, earning, running. Before you know, correct? So from the beginning, from the womb, what happens in the womb? Child is keeping, very happy. Surrounded by a dark world, but very happy. When the child comes out, what happens? It's crying, no? Yeah. What happens if the child doesn't cry? What are parents? Messy parents are very anxious. If the child doesn't cry, what does the doctor do? One pat. Tap, tap. Now parents are very happy. First cry of the child, parents are very happy. Imagine. So, from that womb where it is quiet to the tomb, the last part when man is inside. Are we in control? Do we know when we are going to be born and when we are going to die? In between, what do? Jumping. I want this, I want that, I want... So, life is impermanent. Nothing is permanent. What do parents have to do with children? You've brought out the child in the world. That child, each child has a different seed. Some have mango seed. Some have the seed of a chiku tree. Some have the seed of a coconut tree. Will the coconut tree seed become mango tree? No. See, even children know that. But what do parents want? I want the seed to become mango tree only. But how is the tree growing? Because it is the seed of a... So don't tamper. So between parents, take your responsibility. What does a tree need to grow? Water, very good. Sunshine, super. So, water and sunshine, very good. So the father takes the responsibility of watering. The mother sees the responsibility of removing all the weeds so that the tree can grow straight, or the tree will grow whatever it is. Accept the tree the way it grows. If you tamper, that seed will neither be a coconut tree nor it will be a mango tree. So the first thing parents have to do is to accept the child for who he or she is, and only provide the environment for the child to grow up to be a beautiful, lovely human being. That is our job. And for that, as you're watering and as you're pulling out the weeds, keep conversing with the tree. They say the gardeners who converse with the trees grow very healthy. And what is that conversation? Your stories. Tell them stories. Sing a song. Yeah? So I would advise this from the parents. So, I'll end with a story. You want a long story or a short one? Short. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a cat. And this cat, mother cat, she had 3 little kittens. So these kittens were suckling in the mother. And the kittens were going. Very cool cat, mother cat. Then she heard. What did she hear? A dog. The dog was at the door. And it was a street dog. And the street dog was eyeing the 3 kittens. Bow! That's what the cat did. And the dog ran away. Now the 3 kittens, they looked up at the mother. Huh? The mother. It's always good to know a second language. So I often tell parents, teachers, anyone who is a good communicator, use stories and storytelling as your second language. And I'm so sure that life will become very, very beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, children. Since you are very good children, very good or very, very good? Very, very good. Show me how good you are. Show me. Very good. Very good. Okay. So, can you sit one more minute? In silence?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Sure? I'll show you one little magic. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
For also your parents. Back. Oh, see. Okay. Before we end, I just wanted to tell one more thing to the parents, all those who are seated at the back. Invest in yourselves. Today, parenting requires an art, isn't it? Not like our times. You need to, because children are very smart and they're grappling with a lot of things. So equip yourselves and don't hesitate to spend on yourselves. Why am I saying this? There are a lot of courses today in counseling, in storytelling, in communication. So I also run an academy for storytelling. I've completed 186 batches and 40 batches of my diploma course. I offer it in the Himalayas, I offer it in Delhi, I offer it in Bombay and the main center in Bangalore. Almost every alternate month we have a course. It's called the Intensive Beginners Course. It's only 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. If you go to our website, kathalaya.org, that is the company name, Kathalaya, Kathalaya. I was very influenced by the Himalayas, which is the house of snow. So I named it a house of stories or a temple of stories. So if you go to kathalaya.org, you will find our courses. And I can promise you, it has been very healing and very transforming for innumerable parents, teachers, and adults in any field across the country and across the globe. So don't hesitate. If you feel like, just take an off and come and attend our course. That is one thing that I wanted to just request of all of you. The second thing is, any other thing also, please don't hesitate to equip yourselves to be a better parent for your children. Yeah? All right. So here is something. I've also brought out 2 books. I'm completing another book which is by the end of March that I have to submit to Penguin. which is called 50 Greatest Stories. So I've collected from 48 countries, I collected 24 stories, and I brought it out in a book called Tales from the World. I'll show it to you. And another book called The How and Why Tales. So I think the publisher or the book person will come here to the school. So those who would like to have either a signed copy or you want the book, I think it will be available. We'll get you the details. Yeah? All right. So here is for the children. Are the children quiet? Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you looking? Yes, okay. He's saying, my name is not Monkey. Do you have a name? You have a name? What's your name? Avanika. Can I call you a girlie? You like to be called Avanika, no? He also likes to be called by a name. What shall we name him? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with T. T-U. T-U. Small name. T-U? Toot. Oh, very good. So his name is Tutu. What's his name? Says nobody is clapping for him. He's saying namaste to you. Can you say namaste to him? So I made this puppet when I became a storyteller. And he has taught me a lot of things. He always used to come and tell me how much he loves me. Do you love Tutu?
Yes.
Can you show how much? This much. Can everyone show? Wonderful. He says he wants to show you how much he loves you. Can you show?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, see how much he loves you? Wonderful. Now the problem with Tutu is one thing. He's like you all. Whenever I say sit down, he'll do. If I say, I want to tell you something important, Tutu, come, today I have to take you somewhere, he'll say, what? Tell no. He'll always do the opposite. If I say, sit quietly, if I say you can make lot of noise, that's the problem. But he's also a very sweet person. He can understand when I'm very tired. So, after this session, like, what story did I tell? Tell me. What story I told you? Lion and the Mouse. For Lion and the Mouse, I have to do all that, no? So, don't you think I'll feel tired? Yes. So, I told this story to one school and I was coming back. And I was very tired. So, I told Tutu, I'm very tired, yeah. And there was a beautiful lake. So there was a bench. I said, Tutu, don't disturb me, okay, please. So I went and sat in the bench. Now Tutu. Now just watch.
Thank you, ma'am. Parents, any questions, please?
Yeah, any questions?
Parents? Firstly, we are so delighted to have you here. And I lost count of time. And I was so engaged in your art of storytelling. And I just wanted to ask you, when you built up this career, you had your challenges and hurdles. How did you get over those?
Come again, sorry.
So when you picked up this career,
Yes.
so different
Yes.
than the actual,
Yes, yes,
you know, other regular career choices.
yes.
What went through your mind?
My mind.
Yes, and how did you
Overcome.
get over those?
Okay, so I must thank divinity. I had no time to think because things just happened. I was called to one country. I was called for training. I started stories on wheels. And I was so occupied that I had no time to think. So I would say, I think there was a lot of love. There was a lot of love in the air. And because of that beautiful love, I think people just, it just came. The thing just poured. I didn't even have time to think, should I make this a career, not make? What happens when there is an obstacle? There were obstacles. So somebody will call me for a training and they'll say, no, we are cancelling it now. And then one school will say, we are cancelling now. Then one funding agency will come and say, you know what, you have to come to USA. So you see, whether to feel bad or to feel good, both I didn't have time. I just took what came. And only now I'm finding that time, and now I don't want to go back to my past on how I felt. Because the present is so beautiful. Yeah? So I think, I feel a lot of us today, when I see in the bus stop, in the signals, everyone is so serious. So there was a character in Greek called Atlas. If you see, he's carrying the globe on his shoulders and he's very serious. We are not carrying the world. Be light, be happy. Anyway, things will happen whether you like it or not. Isn't it? So just go with the flow. Just have little connections without attachments. Connect, work. Don't cling, don't attach. That is the best way to live. Your children are coming through you and they will have their own lives.
Anybody else? Questions, please?
Be very happy to answer.
I request our Managing Director, Mrs. Geeta to please address the topic.
Good afternoon, one and all. I think now most of you must have got the answer, like why we were trying to get Madam from the year I met her in 2019. How you enjoyed the session. When we attended the session, we ourselves became a student. And, even today, I think the session was almost for 1.5 hours. And as a student, I was listening. And I'm sure as you could see how you were a student, listening to everything that Madam was telling, and she was telling it in a way the students were getting connected and not getting bored. And the kind of lessons that we learned is we can pass on the information to students, but in a way of telling stories. And I think I'm also guilty of, waking up my daughter, get up, we're getting late. So probably I'll also, try to change that. And thank you so much, ma'am. It's an honor and pleasure to have you amongst us. Sitting there while listening to you, I was feeling, probably if each and every parent of our student would have attended this session of yours, it would have been wonderful. And surely we will plan one more session again with a bigger gathering, and we'll try to call each and every of a parent who can learn from your experiences. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ritu ma'am, for taking all the pain and organizing this. Thank you, parents, for your time. I know it's a second Saturday and a long weekend, but still you have come out. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you, ma'am.
These are the books. Thank you all. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of our academies, I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to all who have made today's storytelling session such a memorable and inspiring experience for our children. First and foremost, we express our sincere thanks to our esteemed Managing Director, Shri Ritesh Kumar Burewal, for the constant support, and encouragement in organizing meaningful learning experiences like this. A very special thank you to our distinguished guest and renowned international storyteller, Mrs. Geeta Ramanujam. Ma'am, we are happy to have you here, whose captivating stories and magical storytelling transported our children into a world of imagination and wonder. We would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to all the parents. Your presence and encouragement mean a lot to other children. Finally, we thank everyone involved in organizing and supporting the session behind the scenes. Once again, thank you all. Have a fabulous day.
I think, ma'am, you should give a feedback on how you felt about the session. A couple of words.
Sure, definitely.
Is it so because you're first?